Okay, so what I'm doing now is I'm going to go ahead and make the jewels that go in the crown. So I'm going to use some of the semi-isomalt. I actually have some already made up that I did earlier. And I hadn't decided if I wanted to use this really pretty, this piece here that's going to go, it would go on the top, and then the arch pieces would go on top of that, and then another piece. But this happens to be called jeweled. It's one of Marina's molds from Marvelous Molds. And I was actually going to use this one here. This bigger piece. You could probably use either one, it wouldn't matter. So I'm going to pour one of these, and I'm going to pour this. This is a CK mold, Country Kitchen mold. These are, they're made for hard candy. They're the thick, it's the white plastic. The clear ones are for chocolate, and then these white ones can handle the higher temperatures, so they won't melt. So this happens to be, what is this? This is an 8H5120. That's what this mold is. There's a whole set of these, 6 of them. In fact, I think there's more now. I would highly recommend, I use these constantly, not just for isomalt or any kind of hard candy, but you can use them for fondant, you can use them for chocolate, and you can use them for as well. And I use them for gelatin. So love these molds, they're perfect for me. So what we're gonna do is we are going to open this bag up. Get my scissors. And we're going to melt this. The instructions tell you, I think it's like 20 seconds, 20-second intervals. I don't need a lot of it, so I'm just going to do a couple seconds, and I'll do a couple, I'll pour a couple pieces here. Now, the one thing about these plastic molds, it comes out nice and shiny from these plastics. It's a nice shiny surface, but you have to spray it first if you're going to use it with hard candy so it doesn't stick, just like if it were with metal. Okay, so just a quick spray. These you do not have to prep with anything. These you can just pour right in. It's silicone, it can withstand the heat. Okay, so I'm going to put this in the microwave, 30 seconds. Okay, so I melted some blue as well. As you can see, it's still bubbling. Okay, so we're going to wait till the bubbles subside. We're going to go ahead and use the orange. It's already ready to go. So I'm going to use that in here. Just pour. Notice I have my gloves on. You see the demos by people who work with sugar all the time. They don't put the gloves on, but they tell you, you got to put the gloves on. Okay, I don't work with it all the time. So you definitely want to have these gloves on, or you're going to burn yourself. When you least you think, oh, I'm not going to touch it. Yeah, well, accidents happen, and then you're going to end up with a really bad burn. So gloves. Okay, safety. All right, so I just poured that in. You can pour the other one too if you want. We can see them both, and you can decide which one you want to use. I use these molds too also quite a bit. These are the jeweled from Marvelous Molds. It's Marina's mold, I think. Okay, so those have to sit and cool. Okay, notice I have a sill pad here. And then I grabbed one of my other molds too. This is still the 8H, but it's 5119. So I have a 5119 and 520. And you can see the bubbles have now resided in this. Okay, subsided. Boy, I have a problem with that word, don't I? Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and pour it. Gently pour. I like the spout you get on that. If you've got like a silicone cup that you can squeeze, that's also good, but remember that's hot, so have your gloves on. So I'm just going to go ahead and do some sapphires. I guess I'm going to do some teardrop. You want to stop before it's completely full, or you end up overfilling it. But I get a nice fill from this guy. And I can do some of the bigger ones too, so you can see them a little bit better. I think my counter is tilted. So I'm going to use a toothpick to help. Look at that beautiful blue. So I use a toothpick to help pull that into where it needs to go, because it just didn't quite fill up. Okay, and then I can do, I don't know, do any shape you feel up to. Whatever shape you want to put on your crown. And see how it's starting to get thick? I'm going to need to microwave it again. It's 30 seconds and then 15-second intervals after that. That's what the instructions say. So this looks like it needs to, it's kind of cool in here, so it looks like I need to microwave it another 15 seconds to get more jewels. So I do want some more, so be back.